Hello, you beautiful souls, welcome here. Just a little thought. Yesterday, while I was reading some comments to my videos, I got so sad. And they're not about me, they are just people sharing their experiences, women. That made me feel like so many women are incredibly bitter and experiencing some horrible emotions, and almost under every single one of my love readings there are people, women, who write these huge tirades of how much their man has wronged them or hurt them, and how much they don't want them in their life anymore. You're not a part of my future, I hate this person, and all of those horrible things. And I don't get the logic. If you don't want this person in your life, why are you putting so much emphasis on them? First of all, watching the video about them, I love reading about them. If you don't want a relationship with that person, why would you want to know how they feel about you? And then derive pleasure or some strange emotions when the reading tells you that they are missing you or whatever it is. I just don't get it. And like with the energy, with our intention, whatever we focus on, whatever we think, we speak, and even more so write, that amplifies in our life, that we have more of. And so many times, one after another, there are women who are writing, I don't want this person in my life, they're a horrible person, and all of those things. So much resentment is present there. You will never feel free and peaceful until you're not neutral, as long as you're not neutral to that person and to the situation between the two of you. And so much bitterness is there. I feel like what would really help in this case, I just want women to be happy, and men as well, and all the men that I dated, and all the men that hurt me, or something didn't go right, or they couldn't give me what I wanted, what I needed, even the worst relationship. I just want those men to be happy. I want them to be happy. I want them to find the most amazing women and marry them and have wonderful families, children, and just peace. And I want the same for myself. And I feel like a way to get there is to realize that you are the one who chose that man or those men. You are the one who chose them at some point. Nobody else gave it to you and said, here, gotta date this person. And you're like, okay. You chose them. You needed something consciously or unconsciously in them. A lesson, love, friendship, pleasure, knowledge, whatever it is. You chose them. And taking that responsibility, and it would really help you to get over all of that bitterness. And the whole other story is getting pleasure from that person's suffering. Definitely, not my journey. I would never want to hear of somebody I used to be with, somebody I've known, to suffer or pine or... Well, anyway, that's just my thoughts. Probably won't resonate with some of you. And I'm a Cancer. And I have a very strong 4th house. I have a stellium in the 4th house, very conciliant person. And Cancers are the best at holding resentment. We remember everything. We are ruled by the moon, which is our emotions, our unconscious, subconscious. And we will remember for life if you've done us wrong, for life. We might forgive you, but we will never forget. And my Cancers who are watching this, I know there are many on this channel. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. That's a trait known for Cancers. But holding that resentment, I've been working with it my whole life. Holding that resentment and stating to the universe, like again those comments, coming back to them, stating to the universe of how much someone wronged you and how much you hate them. Why would you want to ask for that? You're gonna get the same type of person in your life again and again if you keep retelling that story, even like for strangers on the internet. Why? Love yourself more. Love your future more. Yeah, you deserve peace. That's just, they made me so sad. So yeah. Anyway, we've got another love reading today, and this is messages from your person. I've got 3 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture of the piles in a second. As always, please take your time, listen to intuition. You can say the name of your person out loud or in your mind to connect to them better, and then choose a pile that attracts you the most. Let's go. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1, or everybody who chose this blue heart. I can never remember the name of the stone, but anyway, let's see what messages does your person have for you right now. And we've got the 2 of Swords, Scholar, 9 of Pentacles, Friend, Page of Swords, Consolation, there's something about this person feeling their feelings. There's a problem with that. It's almost like they're fed up. They don't want to feel anymore. That's what I'm sensing here, especially in the past. There's this tiredness, like I'm tired to be led by my feelings. And as though this person is closing up their heart chakra. I don't want to feel what I'm feeling. Don't want to experience those emotions anymore. Almost like I just want to get more clarity. There's a lot of confusion in them. And they've been trying to understand something here about you, about this connection, trying to almost like learn things. I don't know what this is about, like study, learn about emotions, maybe about the other gender, maybe about you even. Study you more. But at the same time trying to be more neutral, trying to be more logical, rational, and clear in their head. Not in their heart, but more in their head. Very interesting. Also, there is this feeling that at some point in the past they were struggling to make a decision of some sort, to decide something in regards to you, in regards to your connection. It's like they were taking their time. Again, maybe trying to learn you, to understand you more, to find out who it is that you are, to know more about you. But it just feels like at this time, to be honest, I don't feel like this is a connection that is going too well, you guys. I don't feel like you are together. It feels like a separation. A separation or a friends with benefits, or just a friendship. Just something more lighthearted, more neutral. Again, I don't feel like you are together. Like you're in a consistent, stable relationship. Because now what they want you to know is that they see how beautiful you are, they see what a beautiful life you've built for yourself, how abundant you are, how successful you are, and independent. They see you as a very independent person. And as a friend. Again, so that's where I'm drawing my conclusions here. There's a lot of friendship energy here. So, yeah, definitely like a distance between the two of you. Distance. Could be physical, could be emotional. But for sure they see you as a friend. Maybe you are the one who wanted to stay friends, to be friends, and nothing more. Almost like they see you as somebody very self-sufficient. They want you to know that they see you as a very independent, self-sufficient, beautiful, successful, charming person who's got their life in order. You got your material side of life, you got your job. Everything about you is like wonderful to watch. And there's again this friendly energy about you. It's interesting because I see that you're not together, but I'm not sensing much anger here or resentment or things like that. It's more so very neutral and like almost as though they were forced to go into their logic. What can I do now? I've got to be reasonable and logical rather than staying in their emotions. Future energies. I feel like this person is a spy, you guys. This person is definitely a spy, and they are going to continue watching you, being present in your life somehow, on the periphery of your life, maybe checking your social media. It's almost like this is all I have left to do. What is this bug doing here? This is all I have left to do. To spy on my person, to check their social media, to watch their success, whatever it is. I'm so sorry, you guys, but there is this fly. It's very hot today, so I opened the windows and something strange is flying in. Yeah, with this Page of Swords, their only relief, almost like for the future, they want you to know is to be on the sidelines of your life and watching you and checking up on you, and almost like this is all I've got to do. I have left to do. Again, I cannot say that this person is very active in your life. Definitely not. They admire you very much. You are very important to them. They see you as a really good friend. Someone who is has very benevolent attitude to them. Very harmonious person you are. They want you to know that. Very kind, very compassionate, soft. But it's almost like you are behind the fence. You are behind some kind of... You're too far for them to reach or to spend more time with you. And all they're doing is kind of discovering things about you, checking up on you on social media, maybe asking people around, and to feel somehow still connected to you. Especially that's the energy of the future. It's almost like I'm still gonna be there. I'm still gonna be around. It's just a relief in my life, like a solace to know that you exist and I can see you. Like on social media again, or read something about you, whatever it is. Very interesting. I want to look at the back of your deck to see the background story here. We've got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like it feels like a clear cut. Maybe there was an important conversation that was had in the past. Maybe you said, this is it, this connection is not working for me, I'm sorry, let's stay friends, or let's move on to other people, or let's just, I cannot stay in this relationship. With this Ace of Swords, it's a cut. For me, this is a breakup card, or a card of like, of the truth coming out, of clarity and break. Definitely a break between the two of you. So many swords. Two of Swords, the Page of Swords. Again, I don't feel like communication is very constant here. It could be minimal, very minimal. Like friends would talk. Like saying hi, Merry Christmas once a year, or things like that. Not very often. And I feel like this person would really like to be closer to you. It's almost like all I've got to do is just spy on your social media or something like that. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Yeah, you see, you're very important to them, just as I was feeling. As much as they're trying to not connect to their emotions, not feel them, not go there, not get too intense. They're quite an intense person. It's almost like I gotta stay reasonable, I gotta stay logical, I have to focus on what's real and don't get all ethereal. But there is a lot of passion that they have for you. You've got this card, fire and passion. Definitely very passionate about you, wanting a new beginning. This is almost like the Ace of Wands card for me. Again, this is interesting to see this very friendly energy here. But I don't feel like this person is very comfortable about it, being just friends with you. They want to be more. I wouldn't be surprised if when we draw the messages, like the real messages cards from them, we'll get the card, I want to be more than friends. Because that's something they would say to you, I feel like. Not even friends, but just more. Whatever stage you are in, whatever label you have in this relationship, just more. I want to be more for you. And then we've got this beautiful card, woman holding a coin. Exactly the energy of yours I was feeling here. Very stable, very abundant, very nourishing. It's almost like you figured out what you want to do with your life, how to take care of yourself, how to cover all of your needs, financial, emotional, mental. Very, very stable and caring, like a grounded energy is coming through from you with this Nine of Pentacles, this woman holding a coin. And you are also very down to earth. I don't feel like you are in that state of, oh my gosh, I want to fall in love, I want to experience those butterflies, mingling with people. No, you are doing your job, you are doing your business, you're focusing on your life. Very practical, down to earth. Yeah, focused on your coin, for sure. Then we've got this card, calling in your soulmate, and it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I feel like this person is trying, definitely trying, consciously, unconsciously. They're trying to manifest you, praying about you, dreaming about you, fantasizing. And it's interesting that the next card we have here is imagine. Imagine? Yeah. All about fantasy, imagination, what's possible. Imagining that picture of the future with you. And also with this Page of Swords, very similar card, an imagery of the clouds and this guy looking at the clouds, wishing for the better future, for an opportunity, like dreaming about you, trying to bring that picture into the reality again, calling in, using prayers, affirmations, whatever it is. It's interesting. It's almost like your picture, the way you look, your face, something about you is constantly in front of this person's eyes. Through social media again, maybe they just remember your face really well and they picture it a lot. I don't know why, but it's like an image of you constantly in front of their eyes. And that's how they're trying to bring you back, almost, call you back. You might be feeling that as well. And we also have this card, Sacred Heart. And it says passion, love, spiritual communion. Definitely, yeah, and we also had this card, passion, so double indication of passion, desire, physical attractions. I do feel like this person has really deep feelings for you as well, not just friendly, definitely not just friendly feelings, much more than that. Feeling very spiritually connected to you physically, emotionally. Almost like they really would say that you are their soulmate. You are the one for them. Regardless of how difficult the situation is right now between the two of you, how little they get from you, like information, your presence, your energy in their life, you are the one. You are the one. Let's get some more cards, some more oracle cards, you guys. What messages does your person have for you, pile 1? What does your person want you to know right now? Okay, I feel like these two want to come out. Very interesting. We have this card Full Moon in Scorpio, and it says it's time to release negativity. Yeah, I feel like that's what this person has been doing and has done very, very successfully, because I'm not sensing much anger here or much resentment or whatever it is. Even if you friend zoned them, even if you said, this is not what I want, I'm so sorry, gotta go. This person is like, I don't want to brood in those feelings. I don't want them to overwhelm me. I want to stay logical. I want to try to manifest this person back. I have a lot of passion for them. I have a lot of love for them. I feel like they're the one for me. And I don't want to pay attention to the negativity. Quite self-aware person, I would say, you're dealing with. And then right after this card, we have this card New Moon. And it says, a new start is coming. Yeah, for sure, that's what they want. Or at least that's what they want you to know, that they want a new beginning with you, a new fresh opportunity, a new chance to start over, a new chapter for the two of you. What else does your person want you to know, pile 1? Messages from your person. You've got this card, rigid. Interesting. Remember that fence? I was getting that image of a fence, of a, like a, what's the word? Like a, yeah, a wall, let's say. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And we also actually have a fence. Well, it's not a fence, it's a grape plant on this card. Looks very, very similar at the back of this woman. Again, there is this feeling that there is a wall between the two of you of some sort. Maybe physical distance, maybe this person is blocked and you cannot communicate. Maybe you're not talking to them. Maybe you're just in a different place already. It's almost like they're separated from you. I don't feel like this person is rigid at all. It's almost as though they want you to know that they feel this separation, this obstacle between the two of you, and it's not making them happy at all. Restricted from you somehow. Let's get one more message. Pile 1. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. We've got this card, solar chakra. Solar, sacral chakra. Again, passionate energy, the energy of manifestation. That's where our manifestations are born, at the sacral chakra. Creativity, inspiration, all of that. I feel like you really inspire this person. You motivate them. You make them feel passionate about life. Make them more active, almost like infuse them with energy and motivation and inspiration. Very, very drawn to you physically as well. Yeah, and at the bottom of this deck we have this card, hope, like the star in traditional tarot. Definitely hoping for the future, for the improvement. And again, there's the same energy of being too far to reach. Somehow you are far from them. I don't know why. Very desirable, but quite unreachable. Now let's get the messages themselves from your person. Pile 1. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. Pile 1. Remember all of the passion we were talking about, and the first card we get is I want you. Yeah, for sure. Everything about you, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you smell, your voice, your physique, your whole image is just like, this is mine, I want to have it. That's how they would, yeah, that's what you would hear from them, I guess. You guys, no, I can't, I cannot. I want to be more than friends. I was just talking about it in the beginning of this reading. No surprise at all that this message came out for you. Wanting to be more than friends, for sure. I want to feel that way again. Yeah, the way you made them feel alive, happy, passionate, excited. And at the bottom of this deck we have this message, I am becoming a better person. I do feel like this is quite a self-aware person. I don't feel like they're completely oblivious to who they are and they don't have any empathy. No, this is not the case. I do feel like they are working on themselves, trying to learn new things, trying to constantly grow and explore, become better. What else do they want you to know, pile 1? Messages from your person. Okay. So cute. Okay. So the first card that just flew out was this one. I know you are my other half. Yeah, remember this, calling in your soulmate. Truly feeling like, what do you mean we are friends? Like, what do you mean we are friends? You are the one for me. You're my soulmate. You are my, the one. The person I want to end up with. The person I want to marry. End all be all. That's you for them. You turn loose heaven within me. Powerful effect you have on this person. And then we have this card which is very similar to them, the message about them becoming a better person. You are healing my soul, but it is a work in progress. Yeah. You did teach them a few lessons. What do we have at the bottom? I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. For sure. I'm very attracted to you, extremely attracted physically. Let's get some more messages, you guys. What does your person want you to know right now? Pile 1. We have this message. If you knew how I feel, I am afraid you would find me obsessive. Yeah, absolutely. I don't feel like they let on much. I don't feel like even half of how they feel about you. To be honest, they're quite discreet. At this time at least, quite discreet about their feelings. Yeah, towards you. I want to start over with you. Absolutely, the same message keeps coming in. New beginning, a new chance to be more for you. I'm in love with your body. No joke, for sure. I want you, all of the passion. Just like, I feel like you are exactly their type. And that's what they want to emphasize. They've never met anybody who they would be so attracted to. Let me get a few more messages. Yeah. Pile 1. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. And we have this card, nostalgic. It's almost like the 6 of Cups energy, and it says, I love you. There's a lot of love here. Even if you're doubting it, if you don't believe it. Then we have this card, fantasies. Definitely fantasizing about you, imagining you in all ways. Yeah. And it says, I can't stop thinking about you touching me. So, and an imagery here is very self-explanatory. And then we have this card, partnership. It says, it's always been you. Yeah, 2 of Cups I'm getting here. Always been you. Definitely you are the one, you're my soulmate. Really strong message that comes through from them. So this is all I have for you, pile 1. I wanted to keep this reading short and sweet, because I usually, very recently, I go for like 40 minutes, 35 minutes, and that's a bit crazy. So I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 2, or everybody who chose this moonstone. Let's see. Very loud playing. Let's see what messages does your person have for you right now. And we've got the King of Wands, Pleasure Seekers, Justice, Prison, 5 of Cups, and Lord. too. To be honest, I feel like this person is not really proud of who they used to be with you, or in general in the relationships, in love. There's this feeling that they will, especially if it's a man, they were very macho, like very masculine, very alpha, very almost like could be changing a lot of women, like dating woman after woman, all after the fun. They were very much, what's happening to my English? They were very much after fun, not the real thing. And it could be how they were with you initially in this connection, because again, there's something about pleasure, about fun, about superficiality, about physical aspect, very much physical aspect of the relationship. Not so much emotional or grounded, stable, building the foundation. King of Wands with a combination of pleasure seekers. It's a man who knows, a person who knows what they want, and they get what they want. Very charming, very physically attractive, fantastic sense of humor. And they know it. It's almost like the message is a little bit self-deprecating, because we'll get to the future and I will explain why. It's almost like, I know that I've been a player. Let's say a player. I've been not my best self. I've been a bit egotistic. I've been a bit proud and that consuming, like a consumer of people, of emotions, of pleasure, of fun, and living their best life, almost like maybe partying a lot, maybe just meeting new people every single day, flirting with many people at the same time. Something about them is just like questionable, I would say, and they know it. But at the same time, it's a very passionate person, very fiery, very exciting, very interesting, very intriguing to be around. Again, I keep getting that alpha man energy here. With this King of Wands, they could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius as well. A lot of fiery energy must be present in their chart. But it really didn't get them anywhere eventually, because look at the future. It's almost like I realize now that it didn't get me anywhere, didn't give me anything, didn't give me what I wanted. Present energy, what do they want you to know with this Justice and Prison? There's this feeling like they're stuck in something, and I'm getting two storylines in here. For some of you, for a very few of you, this will resonate. I know it won't resonate for everybody, but just one storyline. This person could be in a legal arrangement, a marriage, possibly. They're tied to someone, to something, to an establishment, and they're feeling not free in it. They're feeling stuck, restricted. For others of you, and I feel like for the majority, there's something legal, something could be a problem with documents, or maybe inability to travel, for example. They cannot travel, or maybe their job is keeping them stuck and they don't feel free to make their decisions, to choose what they want to have, to pursue what they want. Almost like something bigger than them, something they cannot control. It's out of their hands, and they feel tied down almost. For example, just a simple example, you live in a certain country and they live in a completely different country, and those countries are hostile to each other, so you cannot travel to one another. But then you're trying to come up with traveling to a neutral country, and then the whole pandemic starts, and then you still cannot. All of those legal, governmental, the justice energy here, something like obstacles in regards to legalities, in regards to documents, in regards to establishments, maybe their work, and they're not feeling free about it. And also, again, there's this feeling for some reason. At this time, this person is realizing that they're reaping what they sown in the past, what they have sown. they are getting the karma. They're getting their karma. I don't know why, but I'm getting this message that they see almost like the difficult situation that they're in right now, maybe loneliness, maybe being cut away from you guys, or from like not being able to be with you, is exactly because of what they've done in the past, the way they have been. Justice is always things coming back around. You get what you give, or you gave in the past. Like Saturnian energy I'm getting here. And looking at the past with this King of Wands and Pleasure Seekers, I don't see any substance here in the past. It's almost like karma got me. That's the message here. I got what I deserve. Future energies, again, quite a sad state this person is. With this Five of Cups, it's like almost the way I thought of myself, of who I am. I lost that image. I lost that confidence, or I lost, and it's somehow tied to you. Maybe the way you made them feel. Maybe you were proud of them. You were praising them a lot. Maybe you were raising their confidence. And now that you're gone, they don't feel so good about themselves anymore. Like, who am I even? Like, they lost a part of themselves. Again, can I say that you're together? No, I cannot. I cannot. Definitely not the case of people living together, getting engaged, married. There is a sense of loss that they are anticipating in the future, and it's almost like this loss makes me feel like I lost myself. I lost myself, I lost who I thought I was, the best image of myself, of like my best version. Look at me, I can get anyone, the best woman, the best man. And now, like, I couldn't. Almost like it turned out I couldn't. Let's look at the bottom of this deck to see the background story here. We've got the well. Something about the distance here, you guys. I cannot shake this feeling off. Again, take what resonates with you, but I feel like you guys are separated, or it could be physical distance, could be legal, could be just life circumstances, obstacles that make you yearn for each other, especially this person, but not be able to physically be together. A very strong telepathic connection between the two of you, very spiritually connected. And you made them feel you were like an endless source of energy, support for them, and inspiration. You made them feel so good about themselves. I feel like it's one of the main messages here. Let's look at the oracle cards we had for you guys. Look at this. Yeah, and the first card we have is First Chakra, or Archangel Michael. Again, that passionate, fiery energy. The first chakra is our animalistic instincts. Something that we want and then we get it. Very connected to our sexuality, our sexual urges, our reproductive system. Again, with the King of Wands, who's a very passionate person. I feel like this is the way this person is known. Like an alpha man, if it's a man for sure. An alpha lion. Going after their prey, or not a prey, like a mate, a partner, and not seeing any obstacles. A lot of passion is here for you, for sure. Very passionate about you, very physically attracted to you, almost like animalistic instinct. But the thing is, again, I keep feeling like the way this person builds a relationship, the main emphasis is on physicality. I don't feel like this person is too grounded or emotionally, I don't want to say evolved, or you are much more, I would say you are much more emotionally, much more in your heart. Them, much more in their body. Their love language could even be physical touch. Just touching other people, making them feel cared for, giving physical pleasure, all of that stuff. definitely very much based in their body. Let's move on. Then we have this card, Desert, and it says Vision Quest. Yeah, interesting. And that's also the card for me, quite often, of travels, of oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. Having a goal in your mind. And almost like taking on that challenge to get there. Could again be distance between the two of you, geographical distance, or just tons of obstacles and difficulties they have to overcome to be with you. But it's almost like I want to take on that challenge. It excites me. It feels like a great adventure. Something I have to push towards, put a lot of effort in, but I want to get there. I want to get to this person. Then the next card we have is Finances and Career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Again, that could be finances that they're worried about, that I was getting with this justice. Again, job, legalities, taxes, living situation, maybe marriage for some of them. I feel like just a few of you. And yeah, documents, passport, whatever it is. Something with legalities, finances or career, that these aspects of life are not going too well for this person. They are very stressed about it, very overwhelmed, and like, what do I do? How do I fix this? It feels like a lost cause almost. Maybe this person is bound to one country and they cannot travel ever. Or because they are a consulate or whatever. Who can't leave the country? Maybe they're like a refugee or something. That's just an example I'm getting here. But then we have this card, Building Blocks. Yeah, there is a lot here about their self-image, image of themselves that they have been building in their head. But it crippled a little bit. Crumbled a little bit. Almost like they have been building this beautiful statue of themselves that's like an Apollon, somebody very handsome, very attractive. I can get anybody. And then they got stuck. Then life got in the way, then circumstances got in the way, then you fell away from them, from their life. It's almost like they're trying to rebuild themselves again. But there is this sadness about the loss of that identity, the loss of who they thought they are in your eyes, or something like that. Like, I lost myself. I don't know why this message keeps coming in my head. Not even, it's interesting because the sadness is not even about the loss of you or this connection. They are more sad about losing themselves, who they could be with you, who they could be for you possibly. It's so interesting. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person is kind of quite egotistical, very self-absorbed. Then we have this card, Moonlight Goddess, and it says repressed emotions, healing, reflection. Yeah, reflection for sure. They reflect on themselves, on who they are, what they present to the world, and again, it's interesting, we don't have many cups here. Definitely not showing the emotions very overtly. It's more so the charisma, the humor, the attractive qualities about them, not so much the sadness or the sincerity, the emotional side of them, fears, all those things. Repressing them to make sure that their image is exciting and attractive to you, to other people. I want to get more cards for you, guys. Pile 2. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. We've got this card, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Yeah, interesting with these building blocks. It does feel like this person is quite focused on accomplishing something or getting their money in order, their documents, their career, whatever it is, their living situation, working quite hard. And it's interesting that it says it's paying off. I was talking about karma, reaping what they've sown. They might feel like what they have done, it's not, they don't get much compensation, much reward for something that they've done in the past. What else do they want you to know about too? Messages from your person. We've got this card, High Priestess of Earth. I feel like that's what they see you as, somebody very grounded, somebody very nourishing, very caring, very down to earth. I feel like your career is quite good, your money is quite good, the practical side of life, you're feeling stable, standing firmly on your 2 feet and not shaky in life much. Just your presence, your energy feels very healing, very grounding. You might be an earth sign or just somebody calming. That's what I feel like, the effect you have on people. What else do they want you to know, pile 2? Messages from your person. Again, this feeling of stress, negative thinking, feeling trapped. We have this card, Trapped in Fear, the 8 of Swords card. Even though we don't literally have the 8 of Swords in tarot here in the spread, but I'm strongly sensing that energy throughout this whole reading. I cannot change my circumstances, or at least not now, it's not working. I feel stuck, I feel like there's a dead end of some sort. Whatever it is for you guys. And they're very, very stressed about it. Almost like it's out of their hands what's going on, the state of their life, how much freedom they have to move, to change their life drastically, that kind of thing. Let's get some more messages from them. The actual messages cards. Part 2. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. Interesting, we have this message, you and I were too young. And seeing the way they saw themselves in the past. Remember how I started this reading with talking about their patterns, with the way they would go for looks, possibly. They would be very superficial, physical in their relations to people, in their love life. This King of Wands and pleasure seekers. It's almost like they are apologizing or trying to justify the way they used to be, the way they used to act. Like it's their youth that's to blame, or it's their inexperienced nature, or it's their passionate side here with the first chakra. I wasn't thinking clearly, almost. I wasn't wise enough. I didn't appreciate what I had, that kind of thing. The message I'm getting here. Yeah, remember that self-deprecating, very self-deprecating feeling I'm getting from them. And this message, we both know I'm not the one for you. So powerful. Immediately as I laid the cards, I was like, this person is not feeling good about themselves. Almost like the image of themselves, who they thought they are, is like shattered in a second. Because of this breakup or whatever it is, because you saw through them, because you saw their weaknesses. And I don't feel like you've been very harsh with them. I don't feel like, maybe you just gently showed them that, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Definitely very, very still much focused on you, cannot stop ruminating. A lot of thoughts going in their head. And we have this card, it was my fault but I blamed you, at the bottom of the deck. They know. Pile 2, what else does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. I constantly feel you running through my veins. So there's a lot of physical attraction, a lot of passion here. I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. With this King of Wands, very passionate person. It's almost like at some point you have a good match. That passion, definitely strong physical compatibility here. How can I ever pay you back? Something here you guys have shown this person, something that you've showed them. Like almost like this is who you can be if you try a little bit harder, if you make the right choices. Look at this wonderful, magnificent picture of who you can be. And it was priceless. It was priceless for this person at some point. The other question is whether they acted on it, whether they chose that future or that to become that person. Let's get some more messages. Pile 2. What does your person want you to know right now? No surprise. I am recovering from a past or karmic situation. I do feel like there's something questionable in their history. With, especially if it's a man, with women, there's something there. Maybe they, maybe they date continuously, they don't get a break, or they used to be very superficial, like a player, or they got themselves in a toxic connection where both partners were toxic. And they struggle to get out of that dynamic, even if they are already with a healthy partner, with a loving partner. It's almost like a continue automatically being the same way. Maybe like holding meaningless defense. How can I explain it well so you understand? Something from the past, let's say, something from the past is still affecting them in their current situation, relationships, and they are struggling with that. Then we have this message: the love for you I feel, the love I feel for you. Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? The love I feel for you is patient and grand. I have never felt love like this before. I do feel like it's a surprise for them, the way you made them feel, the way you changed their perception of things, of themselves. It's like, what is this person doing to me? Very powerful. Like, it's almost like this person never expected that this love still exists. Like old school, romantic, soul to soul. Or at least they never expected to fall that hard for someone, to love someone that much. Like I'm getting almost like that energy. I'm not that type. I don't get involved too much. I don't get emotionally involved. I'm there for the fun, that kind of thing, you know. And again, if this doesn't resonate with you, this is not your reading. Please don't watch this. Choose another pile, another reading altogether, as I always say. Don't waste your time. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. And the last message we have is, you fulfill my soul. Yeah. And I feel like in the future there is this anticipation that they're about to lose this access to you, this fulfillment. With this 5 of Cups, it's like I lost something real. I lost something that was making me feel happy, good about me, about life, about the future. Let's get some more messages. Pile 2. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. And we've got this card, karma, and it says, what have we done? And to be honest, I feel like I want to change this message a little bit, just swap one word, this word, we, with I. What have I done? Because I'm clearly seeing here, there's this feeling of reaping what I've sown, getting my karma back. And this person is not happy with what they're getting back. Again, the same messages keep popping up here with justice, karmic cycles. Then we have this card telepathic, and it says, I can hear you. Definitely a strong spiritual telepathic connection, just as I was saying with that the well card at the bottom of your deck. Very much connected to you. And we have this message, loyal companion. My love for you is unconditional. They got there. Finally got there, I want to say. So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I just wanted to keep this reading short and sweet, because recently all my readings go like 30-40 minutes, and that's a bit crazy. Not everybody has that much time to sit and watch YouTube. So I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everybody who chose this green aventuring heart. Let's see what messages does your person have for you right now. And we've got the Emperor, Fool, Eight of Pentacles, Service, the King of Pentacles, and Messenger. I'm getting a very hard working energy from this person, and almost like they want you to know that in the past they couldn't be their ideal self. Their ideal self, someone you could depend on, someone who is very very well established, very successful, financially abundant, solid. There was not enough solid and determined energy about them. It's almost like they are compromising themselves, like they were not their best self with you. And in life, it could be the case that they didn't achieve something, basically. With this Emperor and the Four combination, they've got it in them. They've got a very analytical mind. They're very hardworking. But in the past, for some reason, they didn't live up to that image of somebody who's like a solid rock for you, somebody you can depend on, somebody, especially if you're a woman, a provider, yeah, that's how it's called, like a man who is a very the head of the family, I would say. They couldn't be that. And it's almost like I fooled myself. Such a strange feeling I'm getting here. It's interesting because they've got it in them. They could be an Aries, Taurus, Capricorn here I'm getting. And maybe Virgo for some of you. They've got it in them. They want to be that way as well. But in the past, it's either they didn't get there financially or career-wise, or they just didn't show you that side of them. It's almost like you didn't see it, you didn't trust them, you didn't take them seriously. Maybe because they didn't take them seriously back then. But nevertheless, I'm getting a very hard-working person, very vigilant, very devoted to their craft, to their job, to whatever they're doing, very busy, very strategic, very determined. Like, if it's a man especially, I feel like it's just a solid man, not somebody who's going into the relationship for the fun of it, or who's wishy-washy, who's like struggling with their living situation or their money. I feel like they've got their priorities straight. They're quite they know what a man should be like. Maybe they had a strong father figure when they were growing up. They're striving to get there. I feel like they're striving. That's a relief to see. And especially that's the message for them currently, from them currently to you. With the Eight of Pentacles in service, they are working really, really hard. Whatever they are doing, in their job, whatever profession they've got, whatever circumstances they've got. Maybe doing 2 jobs at the same time, keeping 2 jobs, maybe working 24/7, well, like 12 hours a day, maybe even more for this person. Very hard working, very devoted, almost like serving for the sake of this connection, working really hard. I don't know why this message is coming through very strongly. Something about work, something about them spending a lot of their effort, energy, time, and determination to get something done. It's like almost like one thing after another. If they're creating something, or if there are some projects, maybe they need more money to have something to offer you. Maybe they need to be more solid to fix their living situation, to stand firmly on their 2 feet. Maybe they see that you will only be with somebody who will have something solid to offer you. They want to be that person. I have no doubts, because I see actions here. It's not just words. If this person is telling you that they are working really hard, they are trying to accomplish something, believe them, because they are. They are. And in the future, they would like to surprise you. They would like to offer you something, to bring something stable, solid, like a foundation for you with this King of Pentacles. It's just such a cozy energy. It's almost like you won't need anything in the future, especially if you're a woman. It's almost like I've worked so hard to make this happen. I exceeded myself, my abilities, my talents, my whatever it is, my skills, and I made it. I'm very abundant, I'm very stable, and I feel good about myself. There's this wisdom, and it's almost like they want to communicate to you something about money, or maybe like getting a reward for something, or getting paid for something that they've been working on for 10 years, for the last few years, and it's like, I want to share that with you. That's the message I'm getting here. I want to share that with you. I want you to be the part of it. That's all I've been working for. That's all I've been trying and working my ass off for you, for this connection, to surprise you, to make you happy in the future. Here with this messenger and the King of Pentacles. Almost like, look what I've got. Come share it with me. That kind of energy. Maybe they wanted a house, for example, that they couldn't afford in the past, so you could live there together, or I don't know. Could be anything, but it's somehow tied to their work and their material side of things. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, you guys, to see the background story for you. We've got Judgment. Yeah, it does feel like they've got the second wind, this person. Maybe they gave up on themselves at some point in this connection. Maybe you gave up on them. But now they got a second wind, and it's like, no, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna make this happen for me, and I would love you to be by my side when I get to that success, to whatever their image of the future or the image of themselves that they want to live through eventually. And there is also something about the cyclical nature of this connection I'm getting, like it goes in cycles with all of these moons on the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you have this pattern of back and forth, back and forth. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. What do you have here? Absolutely, yeah. This person has a lot of love for you, a lot of love. It's almost like only you, nobody else. I don't even want to try that hard for somebody else. I want to try for you. I want to make my life good, and I want to have something to offer you eventually. Just you. We've got this card, Angel of Love. One of the purest cards in this deck, and I very rarely draw this card, and I always love to see it. Just a pure intention. Just like a very pure feeling. I love this person, like an unconditional love. And that's why all of this struggle, all of this hustle and grinding that they're going through. We also got this card, winter solstice and reflection. Yeah, I feel like in the past they really had to look really closely at themselves, evaluate who they are, what they can bring to the relationship to you, and I feel like they didn't really like what they saw, so they started changing and becoming a better person and trying to shape themselves into somebody else, somebody better, somebody more reliable, dependable, stable. It could be the case of your relationship as well, that it kind of went asleep, like there's this pause. But meanwhile, I see this person focusing on the practical, down-to-earth things very strongly. Then we've got this card, flirt, and it says extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, at heart they might be very flirty, regardless of how grounded, how hardworking they are. I feel like with you they just want to flirt, be light-hearted, be almost like childlike. There is this need of communication in them strongly. I'm sensing almost like I just want to talk to you. I want to share have this beautiful exchange of emotions with you. You always uplift them, regardless of what you say to each other. I feel like you're someone who always motivates them, uplifts them, and inspires them to become better, to grow. Then we've got this card, flexible. Yeah, again, that same feeling of I can change for you, I can try at least, I want to try. I know I haven't been the best in the past, I haven't been the most giving and stable partner, but I want to work on myself. I do see that maybe they also got some Gemini in them, so that ability to kind of adjust themselves, like mold themselves into somebody else, like a better person. Because some people are really rigid. This is the only way I can be and no other way. You cannot change me. You will be trying until you die. With this person it's very different. I feel like they can work for themselves. And can work literally. A lot of energy of work here is present. And then look at this. From this deck I accidentally got 2 cards, but I feel like there was a meaning for 2 falling out. The first card is loss, and it says grief, sadness, resurrection. Interestingly, this resurrection and the judgment we had at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like this connection goes in cycles. Everything is quite good, then all goes down, and maybe you break up and then you get back together. And I feel like as soon as this person feels like they're losing you, or they realize that they lost you, there's this light bulb in their head lighting up. I have to do something, I have to change my life, I have to become better, I have to work harder, I have to give them something tangible, something real, concrete. They're not really good with losing yourself at all. And then we have this card, achievement, and it says keep focused on your dream. Definitely an achiever you are dealing with, an ambitious person who's got their stuff together, at least now. They know what they're doing. They're in a good path of getting to their dream, to their destination, their goal. Yeah, trying to stay focused, trying to stay in lane and get shit done, basically. And it's very, very connected to your connection, to your relationship. Let's get a few more cards, you guys. Pile 3. What does your person want you to know right now? We have this card, New Moon in Libra, and it says a new romantic cycle begins. Yeah, there is obviously this desire for a new chance, a new beginning. It's almost like they want to come in, offer you something real, something valuable, and it's like, let's try again. Maybe it's literally a gift, maybe it's just a new, more solid kind of state of your connection. I'm feeling just the real deal. And yeah, definitely wanting a new chance, new beginning, a new chapter for you guys. I feel like nobody comes close to you for them. Part 3. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. And we've got this card, the fledgling. Yeah, this person has grown up with you, really has grown up. Again, something in the past, they've been like, they couldn't be the best version of themselves, maybe because they didn't have means, or they didn't have a good job, or whatever it is. And it's now they're feeling like they're growing from that little bird they used to be into a big eagle, and they can maybe afford things, or they have their life together, something like that. Maturity. And again, with this King of Pentacles, he has his whole head is gray. His hair is grey, and he's quite old, and he has his beautiful library in his fantastic mansion, and his dog by his side. There's this message of maturity. I've grown. Let's get another card, you guys. Pile 3. What does your person want you to know right now? Messages from your person. We have this card, moving on. Very interesting. I feel like for some of you it could be you, that they're watching moving on, or being disappointed in them, or like, I've got to go, I've got to change my focus, I've got to distract myself. But what's interesting, at the bottom of this deck we have this card, Prosperity Begins. It's almost like you don't even know what I've got going on for myself, what I can offer you, what we can build together. Almost like, don't go just yet. I'm sorry guys, my camera died, so I had to restart the recording, but let's get some messages cards from your person. Pile 3. What does your person want you to know right now? Oh, look at this again. Just a second, we pulled this card, moving on, and then we have this message. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I do feel like at some point you got at least either fed up or tired, or just felt like there was nothing more for you in this connection. They couldn't give you anything, and it's almost like it was excruciatingly painful for this person. Could also be the case that now they are distracting themselves from the absence of you by work, by focusing on work, burying themselves in their responsibilities, whatever needs to be done. We have this message, I wish I could take back my words. Maybe there was some kind of argument or unpleasant exchange. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. You're very important for them, very, very important. I do feel like you are in their plans for the future. And look at this, at the bottom of this deck we have this message, you and I were too young. I feel like especially that's how they feel about themselves. Like, I couldn't offer you what you deserved. I couldn't be the best version of myself. I was my own enemy back then. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Pile 3, what else do they want you to know right now? Messages from your person. You turn loose heaven within me. Yeah, you have a huge impact on them. I can see eternity in your eyes. I do feel like they see the future with you, like you are the one for them in many ways. Like with you they can imagine that. Look at this message. I am terrified of you. I do feel like maybe at some point you really said a few harsh words to them, maybe critiqued them. Critiqued? What is the right way to say it in English? Anyway, maybe judge them somehow, and now they're quite careful, almost. Let's get some more. I feel like maybe you're at the state where you don't have patience for this person, something like that, and that is why they're terrified. Like, should I approach? Maybe I shouldn't, but I want to be with them, but I'm working so hard. I want to offer them something. And again, the communication I feel like is coming. At least they want to communicate very strongly with you guys, with this King of Pentacles and Messenger, and communicate something real, something solid, not just, hey, how are you doing? Or flirt, or be have some pointless exchange, like superficial. To offer you something, to have like a solid, concrete something to say to you. What else do they want you to know, pile 3? Messages from your person. Okay, this message seems to want to jump out very strongly. And the first message that jumped out for you guys is, the love I feel for you is patient and grand. I have never felt love like this before. Absolutely. They're very attached to you. They want to work for this, for you. They want to build with you. They want to offer you something. They see a future with you. They want to be that stable, rock, solid, dependable person for you. That's what I'm feeling very strongly here. I'm sorry, I really do like you. It's as though this person keeps apologizing for what happened, for maybe letting you down and just not giving you what you want. But it's like, it's not because not because you don't mean anything to me, because I'm a fool. Or I fooled myself, like that kind of feeling I'm getting here. No, not fooled myself. What is made a fool of myself? Yeah. And then we have this last message. I'm afraid of hurting you. Yeah, definitely not the intention of this person, not at all. I feel like if you are someone who feel like you've been really wronged by this person, cheated or whatever happened, probably not your reading. Not your reading, because I feel like this person is not a bad person. They don't want to hurt you. What's more, they want you to feel happy. They want to give to you. They want to take care of you. They want to be generous with you. Let's get final messages from this deck, pile 3. What does your person want you to know right now? Wow, yeah, absolutely. They have this card protection. And it says, I just want to keep you safe and warm. Absolutely. Exactly the energy of this King of Pentacles. They don't want to hurt you. I keep repeating that again and again. Something about this person is almost like fatherly. I want to be that traditional, like, to play that traditional role of a man in a relationship, in marriage, or whatever it is, in love. I want you to be someone that you feel safe with, stable, not needing anything, not scared. Security, your security. Then we have this card, balance and imbalances. I need to express myself. Yeah, they do want to talk to you, to share something with you, to express themselves, to express their emotions, to tell you maybe good news in their life, to make you happy. And then we have this card, I remember, memories of past lives. Could be a past life connections for some of you here, you guys. I do feel like there's this tenderness, like common tenderness between you and them. They feel like they wanna, like you are familiar to them. You are somebody like a family, and you will never be a stranger to them anymore. Always been this thread, like a string of connection, heart to heart, between the two of you. So this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this reading was helpful. I wanted to keep it short and sweet because recently my videos are like 30, 40 and more minutes, and that's just crazy. People don't have that much time to sit and watch YouTube. So yeah, I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.